Peace and greetings, my loves. What's good? This is your girl Nya here, back for your weekly reading. Your weekly reading insights for the week of December 24th, 2018. So we are going to ask, what should we be looking forward to? For this day, I'll be using the Greer and the Rana-George-Lenormand this week. Once we just take a moment to center yourself and breathe, get into heart space, which is what I think center is, heart space. And then we're just gonna see what the week is gonna look like here. Okay. So I asked ancestors, spirit guides, orishas, and universal source to give us the insights that we need to know about the week coming ahead. May you protect us from all things seen and unseen. Gotcha. Okay, so all right, so right off at the beginning, the first thing that I see right off the beginning is where it comes down to your social groups, your friends in your social groups, any kind of community that you may be a part of. You may want to consider clearing out things that are not beneficial to you, removing yourself from anything that's of a toxic nature. All right, so especially if it's in regards to kind of, if it deals with anything to do with your reputation, or even I'm kind of getting like there's something going on in regards to your reputation and the people around you, that there's just some kind of clearing that needs to be done, because the road has been a little bit windy in regards to it. Maybe you haven't been sure about, whether you're a good fit for some places, or social circles and things like that. Wherever you feel comfortable, stay there. If you're iffy about something, you might want to consider clearing the air with somebody. If you're having an issue with somebody talking about you, maybe you just need to have that one-on-one conversation with that person. You may want to seek advice from a potential friend of yours, that may be well versed in some of those social circles, so that way you can just kind of protect yourself. I kind of feel like this is it's just more a matter of we're coming into the new year, and before the new year gets here, clear out the old so that you could bring in the new. Now, in regards to kind of what's known, here we got health, house, tree, house, and book. So I feel like there's some kind of, I just feel like this is saying be mindful of your diet, and mindful of how you're consuming things, whether that is ingesting actual food or the information that you're taking in from other people, because sometimes holding in secrets can be toxic to our health. It can kind of mess up the balance a little bit in that regard, and it could just throw things off. So just be mindful of that. And kind of the underlying thing, I feel like if you have been thinking about work matters, that you're going to be finding that this week should bring you some information about doing things over and over, about some kind of job or work that you love, something that you like doing, and that you might be getting paid for it. Basically, maybe that opportunity will present itself. This is a certain time of year where there's a lot of festivities going on, so I kind of see this line just being, the continuation of family traditions. And then we kind of have this middle line, like finding your happiness within yourself, within your intuition, like a stable happiness. Like right now, there's this kind of sense of stillness and peace. And of course, with the moon in the middle, we did just finish having that full moon in Cancer. So I feel like that's just saying there's this stability. There's a lot of heart-centeredness happening, emotions, intuition, and things of that sort. And then we have book, snake, work, anchor, excuse me. So secret situations about work, or a secret that a woman is keeping from you about work, or knowledge, work knowledge, could be given to you from another woman. It could pose some challenges, but it doesn't mean that you can't get around it. It's just more like just you have to be wise to what's going on, so pay attention. But really, I see a lot of stableness, things slowing down, a lot of social gatherings. I feel like a lot of knowledge is going to be shared, like a lot of over and over and over again knowledge. It could be some quarrels with some family members or some people that you care about, but I think you can get past it if you work through it. Like I said, it might be challenging here, but you can get through it, because it really ends in a nice solid kind of foundation. It starts off with the roots and the anchoring into the earth, and kind of being centered in that sense, and then just kind of ends with again more solid solid information, solid knowledge to work, to get through it. So I think this overall is just a really nice kind of steady ambiance coming up for this week. Yeah, if it's a person, it's probably somebody that you're close to, like in your family, that the argument or the issues may be coming from. Maybe that had to do with secrets getting put out to your community on some level. And then that might somehow be related to or deal with your work to some degree, or like how people might look at you. So work through that if that is something that you're going through, because ultimately it is work that you love, and it is something that you care about. and as you know, it's something stable. So I just kind of think this is more of a hiccup in the road versus it being something so severe. So just, keep that in mind. All right, and so Tarot, give us some advice for the week ahead. All right. Good old Morgan Greer. Let's just move this over a little bit. All right, so here we have the Morgan Greer. And we pulled the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So, the advice. Allow yourself to, if you're feeling tied up, if you're feeling pinned down, if you feel like you're putting all this pressure on yourself, remember that you're doing it to yourself. You can step away from that. You can work towards alleviating that. And, like, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to try and, like, clear your thoughts of, like, responsibilities are not going anywhere. You don't have to do everything all at one time, but sometimes we bind our own selves up by putting too much pressure on ourselves. So I feel like, this is saying, that's something to let go, fix your mindset so that you are vibing on a more higher frequency versus being in a negative or I'm not enough type of mind frame. You are more than enough, and you have to make sure that you are also reaffirming that to yourself as often as possible, especially with all the demands that the world asks of us all the time. And then with the Four of Cups, it could just be, I feel like the Four of Cups, like the apathy card, is just kind of like, oh man, I'm feeling so blah. Like, yeah, I have these things. Yeah, I have this, I have this stuff that I'm holding on to, but I'm not really feeling it. Like, I got this offer, but I don't really want to take it and deal with it. And that just could be, I feel like this kind of mode could simply be due to the weather, or the season where it's just dark a lot. And, it makes for apathetic kind of like feel like you just want to sleep all the time. You have so much pressure on yourself too. It's like sometimes I have so many things to do. I just want to go take a nap, adulting is hard kind of thing. And I feel like though, you can get past that. You should open your eyes and say, why am I refusing the help when the help is there? Why am I allowing myself to be choked up in this space, in this space? Because there's options out there for you. There's offers out there for you. People are offering you things, and you are sitting on a well of wisdom and knowledge, and accepting other additional wisdom and perspective and knowledge from other people is not going to hurt you, especially if they're trying to genuinely be in your corner. You never know. In some cases, those things that are offered to you might be the answer that you've been looking for to get yourself out of this kind of bound up situation. And last but definitely not least, we are talking about also this Queen of Cups energy. I'm not even surprised that she comes up, because we had that full moon in Cancer, and the Queen of Cups corresponds to the Cancer, the zodiac sign of Cancer, excuse me. So we have the moon here and here. But the Queen of Cups is telling you to, deal with how you're feeling. Tap into those deeper emotions. Allow the conversation to take place where you can offer your struggles, your trials to the next person and help them move along, right? You see what I'm saying? It looks like she's giving this person, or there may be somebody wise that has had a very similar experience to you. Don't I feel like I'm saying, take heed to somebody that you look up to, a mentor or something like that, because they may be able to help you navigate this windy road that you are seeking, you know, and you maybe feel bound up, but you might have to just look outside yourself and seek external help. Trust your intuition, but trust your intuition and try not to be apathetic. Do something that's going to kind of get that ball rolling and get you feeling like, hey, I'm trying to be here. How do I get here? And how can I feel my way there? Who are the people that I need to have around me? What are the social circles that I need to have around me? What do I need to clear out that's toxic to me? Okay. This is the incense card from the Rana-George on top of the garden. So it's like those social circles, you know, what is not serving you anymore, because that can make you feel like you're just doing too many things at one time, and so you can't focus and you feel drained and you feel apathetic, and you know, you don't maybe not want to socialize the way that you once did. So you know, that's what I'm kind of getting for the week ahead here. But stand in your glory, stand in your queendom, stand with the crown on your head, basically, and allow your emotional waves and your emotional fluxes to occur, because it is part of the, you know, it's part of what makes us human, and because once you can release that and you could just let it flow, I feel like that's what it's saying. Let it flow, and if something makes you feel stuck, move around it. Find a way to move around it, because that's what water does, right? If the water's flowing and a rock gets in the way, it just goes around it. So don't allow yourself to get stuck like that, and allow yourself to flow, right? I'm wishing you guys all a very happy holiday season. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this resonates and is helpful for some of you guys out there. If you are interested in a reading, you can check the description bar for more information. Again, I am your girl Nya Thryce, and my website is www.nyathryce.com. And until next time, my loves, much love, many blessings. Peace.